Casey. I am the product manager for NAMM Audio, and this is the new Trigger Finger Pro. One of the cool things about the Trigger Finger Pro is, unlike a lot of the other solutions that kind of live outside of your DAW or your workflow, we kind of designed this from the get-go to be flexible enough to work in your workflow instead of dictating to you what we think your workflow should be. Kind of how we do this is it comes with a software called Arsenal that launches as a VST, an AAX, or an AU. It gives you 4 programmable banks, and you can load any VST into this, not just ours. So basically you can assign any VST. It comes with air drums, and this section right here gives you the 48 assignable widgets where you can assign any VST to one for one of the hardware. On top of that, on the hardware, you can assign the knobs, faders, or buttons to be Mackie Control or Huey, depending on what your DAW is. The cool thing about that is most of the DAW manufacturers, they specialize their implementation of that protocol for their DAW's workflow. So in live, this DAW control will move around to launch clips, and in Pro Tools, it'll help do with audio editing. So for somebody who uses Pro Tools for their production, but like Ableton to perform live, this will work and integrate very well with both. This also has a 16-step sequencer, which is one of the most intuitive ways to get a beat out other than really playing the drums. And it's all right here in hardware. The sequencer is on board, so it can also power hardware drum module out of it, and it still has all the flexibility of the original Trigger Finger. So if you want to get really fun, you can have like these go on Mackie Control, these go to Arsenal, and these send min-max values out to your hardware drum set. So it's super flexible. Right now the pads are in Arsenal mode, but you can do channel pressure, you can do a lot of other things with these and specify. If I wanted to, I could have this pad just going out the MIDI port to a drum module and it's doing a snare on software. So it's kind of infinitely flexible, and it's all powered by this. So you sync everything together via MIDI clock, and this really can be the brain for your entire production workflow. So I'll just show you real quick how easy it is to just get a beat out. And if you've ever seen a step sequencer before, this is going to be pretty, this isn't going to be new for you, but it's just like a fun way to get it out. So what I'll do is just the kick. I've been doing a lot of 4 on the floor today, so I think I'm going to change it up a bit. So you just select the pad, which is also your part, and you just build your beat up there. So I have a snare. That's not the snare, that was the hi-hat. So let's go with this. You can also punch in and record and play, so it has a roll function. So I'm just going to roll the hi-hat in there. And I double hit it, which the software is flanging it because I double hit it, which is actually kind of another cool feature. I can punch in and out of record, I'll find parts I want. So I'm just going to throw like some tom in there. So you just throw out a beat really quickly with whatever software, whatever hardware you already have in your system. You can mix it down all with this.
What's the price point for this?
It's going to be $399 MAP in the US. It's going to come with 8 gigs of sounds. We're actually spending a lot of money on sound design, so we're getting sounds from Tool Room Records in the UK, Prime Loops, Black Anomaly. So we're really not scrimping. Content is king. We realize that, so we're giving you great content.
And what's the name of the program again?
It comes with Arsenal, it comes with air drums, and also, I didn't show you here, but it comes with Hybrid 3.
Oh, nice.
So if you have it, so if you have like a keyboard controller, you have your basically full production suite right there.
Appreciate it, man.
No problem.